Hello everyone, this is El Chicanito reporting for Team KDSA, and I have my Evilswarm deck here I'm gonna present. I've had a couple people ask me for my deck list, and after playing it for like 2 more weeks, because I stopped playing the deck for a while, played Levels, I played some other decks just to have fun, because it's almost the end of the format, but I've had requests for my deck list, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I'll have this video, which is a deck profile. Then I'll make another one explaining the side deck choices and some of the main deck choices that you can like put in that I didn't put in this list. Well, let's get straight to it. I also there's some cards in here that I really like compared to like other lists. Yeah, alright. So start off, of course, one Rescue Rabbit. Gets your 3 Heliotropes, which are 1950 beat sticks and the Runellas. You have your Thunderbird, play 3 of. This card's just way too broke to not run 3 of right now. I used to cut it to 2, but that was because there was Dragon Rulers and other things. You were like based more off in getting Ophion, whereas like now you want to like stay in the game more or like make Exciton later in the game. Then we have the double summon, which is Castor. Just Castor double summon. And then we have 3 Mandragora, which this card is if your opponent controls more monsters, you can special. So if you draw like 2 of these, a Castor and a Kerykion, you'd be like special, and your opponent has like 2 monsters, you can just special 2 Mandragoras, make like Exciton blow up the field. And if they like do something to it, then you like if they I don't know like Compulsory on the chain link, then you just make Ophion with your Kerykion or with your Castor, and it's really good. Triple Kerykion. This card is your I guess it's the same exact card as Sombre, but it's for Evilswarms. You banish an Evilswarm in your graveyard, you add 1 to hand, and you can double summon again. And then the last monster is T-King. This card's so good not to main, especially in like an anti-meta deck. Like T-King's just amazing. Spells, Triple Pandemic. The Pandemic was just really good at 3, especially when you're playing your Exciton Knight. Like you want that effect to go off, so the Pandemic's really good. Double Misty. I know people are saying why you play 2 instead of 3. I like 2 just because you have like Dress, and I play Safe Zone too, and like more back row like Fiendish Chain for this card. So I mean, to put it at 2 is good. Side deck the 3rd one as always. Double Dress, really good. Stops Bear, stops Blaster, anything that destroys. What a Lair. Lair's a really good card. It helps you with your bad hands when you draw like too many monsters. Rhoda. I know what's his face. I forgot his name, but he wasn't playing Rhoda. He cut it from Mandragora, and he's playing like 40 with like triple Upstart. I personally don't like Upstart because the Gravekeeper is like in that matchup. You just really like need to go into the grind game. Like it's really hard not to go in the grind game. So that matchup, like if you have Exciton and it resolves, then you're fine. But they usually have the counter trap, so. Book of Moon, really good card, love it. And then Dark Hole. Lawless, I'm playing Dark Hole. I love Dark Hole. It's my 41st card, I believe. And it just helps like in so many matchups. Like coming back from like Dragoonities or like matchups that like randomly just start like trying to kill you. Like it's just really good. Baits like Hares too, like against Boojins. For traps, double Mirror Force. Love the back row in this deck. Like it's so good to have so much back row because you know it's an anti-meta type of deck, so it's really good. Double Deep Prison. Deep Prison's really good against Mermills. It sucks when they have like marksman and everything, but if you have Ophion, they're more than likely not trying to like marksman you first. They're more than likely like trying to get rid of the Ophion, and yeah. Double Fiendish Chain. I was debating on playing 3, but decided to just play 2. I like it at 2. It's nice and flexible. It's bad against people who play like normal monsters, like you know. Safe Zone. I only play 1. I love this card so much, especially with Diamond Eye. You just target Diamond Eye and some other card, and then you just do it again. So it's easy to front pop. Macro, this card, it's just amazing to play the main deck in this, because it's so good against Fire Fist, Boojins, all your bad matchups, and like, I don't know what this isn't bad against. Like, maybe against like Constellars, but even then, like, their Sombre's dead. It might shut off your Kerykion, but if you're a good player, you know when to play this. One Infection, Infection, really good. And the 4 main staples for traps. That's the main deck. Extra deck. I'll have to say that if I had a second Exciton, I'd play the second one. But I only have one, so just, yeah. So triple Ophion, as always, really good. Searches your pandemics. Level 5 or higher cannot be special summoned. Exciton Knight. This card is just, it's so good. Like this card makes your deck to where like it has a good matchup against everything. The JD part of this effect is just amazing. It helps you come back. In the mirror match, this card's really good too. So if they have like Ophion step 4 and they don't have like a warning, and you have like a pandemic in this card, then they're just really like shit out of luck. One Ouroboros, it's good. It's good for when you're trying to go off and you have like 3 low 4s. One Bahamut, there's certain situations where you want to do it and it's a big guy. One Nightmare, if I played a second Exciton, I cut this card. This card's good in the mirror. It's also sometimes good against like Fire Fist when they only have like, when you know they're only out, like all their bears are engraved and they have like wolf barks, you just make this card, then like summon a monster attack over it. One Key Beetle. This card's just amazing. Like Key Beetle macro and then like Safe Zone also. Like it's just a complete shutout, like especially against Mermails. One Blackship. There's certain situations where you want to make this card. So yeah. One Maestroke, one 101, one Photon Papilloperative, one Diamond Wolf, one Cowboy, and one Dweller. So that's the list, guys. If you guys have any questions, just feel free to ask or watch my next video. And yeah.